So the next time Thomas saw Harry, he gave him a biff. And when Harry saw James, he gave him a bump. Soon the diesels and the steamies were biffing and banging and being bumped all over the island. The engines were in a terrible mess. Everyone needed a good washdown, and no work had been done. Thomas was happily puffing right on time. "I can't see a thing," said Thomas. And then, before he could even think of anything else... "But my buffers!" cried Thomas. "What happened to the foghorn?" Thomas grew more and more excited. Too excited for his own good. "I'm glad I'm a splendid engine," he puffed. "The Fat Controller thinks I'm really useful. I had a race with Percy once. I whooshed through the tunnel and stopped an inch from the buffers." Then Thomas made his mistake. "Just like this," he boasted. No one was hurt, but Thomas's front was badly bent. They telephoned to the Fat Controller. "I'll send up the workmen," he said. "But if they can't mend Thomas in time, we'll have to go to the big city without him." Poor Thomas. Later, Ned was moving under the bridge. His banksman had told him to lower his crane arm. "I must be careful, I must be careful, I must be careful." Then there was trouble. Ned hadn't lowered his crane arm far enough. It knocked loose the important keystones. The bridge started to crumble. Thomas puffed towards the bridge, unaware of the danger ahead. "Thomas!" Jack jumped in and lifted his front loader up against the bridge. He pushed with all his might. Thomas saw the flagman. His driver applied the brakes, but it was too late. "Cinders and ashes!" cried Thomas. Jack didn't let go. Finally, Thomas's driver backed Thomas to safety. "Hold on, Jack!" called Kelly, and he rushed to help. Jack couldn't hold the bridge any longer. "Are you all right, Jack?" "I think so." But Oliver knew what to do. There was plenty of sand on the rails and his wheels gripped splendidly. He gave a great heave. "Oh!" groaned Scruffy. "I don't like this." "Go it!" yelled Duck. "Well done, boy, well done." "Oh!" wailed Scruffy. "Oh! I'm coming apart!"
James was just pulling out on their line from the station ahead. Any minute there could be a crash. "It's up to you now, Duck," cried the driver. Duck put every ounce of weight and steam against the cars. "It's too late," Duck groaned and shut his eyes. He veered into a siding where a barber had set up shop. He was shaving a customer. The silly cars had knocked their conductor off his van and left him far behind after he had whistled a warning. But the cars didn't care. They were feeling very pleased with themselves. "Beg pardon, sir," gasped Duck. "Excuse my intrusion." "No, I won't," said the barber. "You frighten my customers. I'll teach you." And he lathered Duck's face all over. Poor Duck.
Percy didn't know that earlier a leaky truck had spilled oil on the track. When he approached the chocolate factory, his driver applied the brakes, but Percy's wheels just skidded on the oily rails. "Oh no!" hooted Percy. Yuck! He groaned. "I've never been this dirty." He was covered from funnel to firebox in sticky, gooey chocolate. Thomas was ready to go, but the shunters hadn't released the brakes on the trucks. Thomas pulled as hard as he could, but the trucks wouldn't move. "I have to hurry," puffed Thomas. He heaved, he huffed, and he puffed, and at last the coupling broke. Thomas shot forward, cocoa powder flew everywhere. "Now I'll never get to take the children," puffed Thomas. At the yards, Percy was collecting trucks. Then he heard Boulder. "Oh no, it's heading straight for me!" When the Fat Controller inspected the damage, he decided to close the mine. Then he looked at Boulder. "We should have left this part of the island alone."